What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with another episode of my Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play series. We are on day 114 of the free-to-play account, and this is the first episode of the new year. It is 2021. I hope everybody had a safe and happy New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and was able to get out and have a little bit of fun, hopefully celebrate or just relax, whatever you guys are into. I know 2020 was a rough year, but I gotta be honest, for me it flew by. I cannot believe it's already 2021, and hopefully this year is going to bring us a lot better luck, both in Raid Shadow Legends and also in the real world. So we'll see what happens, but we're going to continue on with this series and continue to hopefully have some fun with it, and kind of flip back and forth between this and the new Galek starter free play account we started last week, which is going pretty good so far, in addition to some of the other raid content we're going to be making this year. So, but let's go ahead and get into it. Day 114, as I said, we're going to get 20 spirit potions here, which is kind of cool. Really nothing crazy coming up for rewards in this next week, other than the fact we are going to get Dark Elaine, which is kind of nice. She is a really good champion for both the Doom Tower and the Ice Golem dungeon, so it's going to be nice to have her. She can also be a pretty good counter in arena if you're going against any champions that use freeze mechanics, so pretty cool that we're going to be getting her. And I mentioned this a few times, I am trying to put together a little login champion guide for new players, so if you guys are just playing the game and want to know which login champions you should invest in or see what they do, we'll be doing a series on that there. Okay, so our free pack today is going to give us some brews and some charms, so we'll go ahead and take that. Our shards are both on cooldown here, so a lot of stuff going on right now. It is a 2x Void event. Unfortunately, we did not have any Void shards to pull, and there is a mystery shard in the shop, so we want to get that for sure. Anytime you guys see these, buy these. I mean, this is like an instant buy for me, but we don't have enough silver, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to sell some gear just to be able to get that before it goes away. Let's just make sure we get that real quick. We should have plenty of kind of crappy gear to sell here, though. Let's see if we've got some stuff we can clean out. We can probably get rid of some of this speed gear. This 4-star stuff can go. 3-star can go. Let's see if we can get rid of these green shields. Get rid of the common gear first, see if there's anything else we can sort of cleanse out of our gear supply here. We'll keep those as our HP percent. Yeah, we need to really start building up our gear supply here. We don't really have a whole lot, so we haven't really started getting into dungeons just yet on this account, and that's something else we're going to talk about today. Okay, so we're over 200. We should have enough now to get that ancient shard. And just because it is a episode, I'll go ahead and eat it and see if we get anything decent. I've been having really good luck on my pulls on my new Galek account. I've actually pulled quite a few good champions just from my mystery shards and a couple of ancients that I've gotten so far. Been able to put together a pretty good clan boss team, actually. I'm only a week into that account, and I'm already moved up to doing about 1.6 million on the normal clan boss. We already won keying almost the easy clan boss, so kind of cool. It's interesting how you're able to make progress much more efficiently when you actually kind of know what you're doing. Looks like a muck stalker. Okay, cool. This little 3-star chicken at the very least there. Alright, so that should be 2 of our quests out of the way here. Let's go ahead and move on over. We got a bunch of forged materials here. Is it all? It's all resilience. That's unfortunate. I wonder why it says 54 when it only allows us to make 28 pieces. That's kind of interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of our arena matches. It is arena ranking night, so these placements will end. I don't know if we might be able to push into gold 3 if there's any beatable teams here, and that would give us a better chest when they do bring out the rewards. We'll start off here with this easy fight here. This should be over pretty quick. and see if we can cherry pick a few more wins here to get into gold. I'm not sure. Just looking for a winnable fight here to see how. Let's just refresh and see if, oh, nice, we get a Rotos here in the top match. 142k. Yeah, I think we'll skip that one. 3 Elaines and a Kale. That's like super nuke team. Let's just, oh, you know what? I don't even have my best team in. That's what I get for not paying attention. All right, there was a all affinity arena match thing that I did the other day, so let's get our main team back in here and see what happens. Hopefully we can get a big shot from Kale here. Oh, maybe not. We're going to probably lose our entire team here before we get another turn. We're going to have to rely on Mountain King to just slap everybody in the face here. But thankfully he's really good at that. 46,000 damage. Here comes another big shot, 30k. And finish it off here with another 30k. So good job, Mountain King. Doing what you always do, keeping us entertained with your ridiculous damage. I can't wait to get him like really fully built up with better gear on him. He's going to be so amazing. 104, that's a bit much. Yeah, it's really tough to... It's very interesting to me how difficult coming up through, like, even silver and like gold 1, gold 2 have become. Like, you get into gold 4, it's just an absolute, just easy, so easy. You just coast the entire time. You just farm gold 4. I mean, there's freaking Krisk. I mean, come on. Just, you know what, I'm going to spend some gems and refresh, and there we go. At least we got one here. We've actually amassed a nice little supply of gems. We're up to 500 here, so we're getting close to where we could actually bring up someone's masteries. Alright, so we are into gold 3. So we got a Sir Nick team here. More Rotos. And really nothing here that looks too easy of Valkyrie. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Some of these teams you see here, they're just ridiculous. Yeah, not too many of these are going to be winnable. We can try this team here, but doubt we're going to be able to do much. Oh, maybe not. We got a double revive. That kind of sucks. Let's see if Kale and Mountain King should finish this off, hopefully. Let's see if we can take out this Gorgarab. He's pretty tough, and Mountain King should be able to stomp him there. Now we got to take out Stagnites. Stagnite is really a pain in the butt. Yeah, well, we're back in gold 2. Of course we are. Let's see. Alright, let's finish off this High Katoon and at least get the quest done for the day. To get our energy. And back in gold 3. Just going to bounce back and forth, but we did finish our 5 matches for the day. Let's see. We take another easy shot right here real quick. We finally did bring Warbaden up to level 50. We do have to bring Gorgrag up at some point. He's still down there at 40. Kind of holding us back a little bit in the arena, but we're still in gold 3 farming some metals, so not doing too bad. Looks like our XP boost did run out too, which is kind of unfortunate. We had a nice full like 5-day XP boost, which was really nice. We were able to get a lot of work done leveling up some champs. Alright, so we've got 100k. And interestingly enough, this arena challenge, our points are, usually it's only like 180 to get to the top, so this has definitely changed, but 2 more days we hopefully can at least get that extra energy. Fire Knight tournament, not really interested in that. See what events are going on right now too. So you got champion training for a couple more days, which is pretty cool. Artifact enhancement for another 5 hours, and summon rush for another 2 hours, so not really too concerned about either of those. Let's look at this and see where we are. Okay, so we're almost get some more charms. And with 3 days, we should be able to, I'm hoping, maybe get at least down here somewhere. So we'll at least get another rare book out of that. Alright, let's go to quest, get our energy. So we got 50 energy and 3 campaign bosses, which is good. Let's check our advanced quest for today. For our energy fight in arena with a team from a single faction. Okay, let's go do that real quick. It's probably going to be a loss, so let's just see if there's anybody. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to beat any of these teams. Let's just throw it out here and make it a quick loss. So single faction, I'm trying to think. Actually, I can probably put dwarves in here. Or maybe Knight Revenant. That's probably my best. Not my best, but the faction I have a lot of people in. But they're not really leveled up too much, so let's just do this here. Try Ragnar out here. Put Bulwark in. Put in Mountain King, and I know I have one other dwarf. At least I'm pretty sure I do. There he is, Rockbreaker. So it's actually funny. Dwarves are one of my better factions on this account. I don't have like any good dwarfs on my other accounts, but this one we have a pretty solid, I guess, quadruple. We're gonna lose here because they have a Duchess and even more ridiculous stuff, but we didn't even get a turn, but that's fine. We got the advanced quest finished, so that's okay. Alright, let's go here and get our 50 energy. Now we got a little bit more. And we're going to go in and do a couple of boss fights. Let's go ahead and do Palace of Arabia since we are looking for more speed gear. We're working on our Sylar. We actually brought her up to 6 stars. I kind of had a tough debate with myself over who I was going to bring up to be the next 6-star, but she kind of won out because she's going to allow us to start doing dungeon progression because she's so good at controlling mobs. And she's really good on the spider, which is one of the dungeons we're going to have to start doing pretty soon to start work on our accessories and our jewelry collection so we can start getting a little bit more out of our champions. So kind of looking forward to getting her built up to level 60 and get her some gear. That's what we're kind of working on right now. I don't have her really in any good gear right now. I'm kind of saving as we work our way up through, just farming campaign for gear. I'm at the point now where when I get a new champion, I'm kind of waiting until I get decent gear for them before I start leveling up the gear because silver is such a premium now in the game. You really don't want to just waste it on crappy gear that you're not going to use much. And I think tonight, since we don't have our XP boost anymore, I probably will farm Dragon a little bit just to try to get some gear, HP percent. We'll go ahead and hang on to those. One thing I have been doing kind of on the off time is farming the first couple stages of the Nightmare campaign just to get some 6-star. It's the most consistent way to get it I've found so far. Just to get some of the base stats. Like we have Infernal Baroness, who's basically based on just defense for her damage. So I've been trying to farm her up some, like crit rate gauntlets and speed boots and the defense set just to kind of boost that up a little bit. Alright, attack boots, not really interested in those. Alright, cool, so that should take care of our quest there. So let's go here, but go ahead and claim that. So we've got the normal artifact and champion level. Grab our mystery shard. Got up here just some arena tokens. Okay. So anyways, we can go ahead and jump in here to the roster, take a look at that. And you can see here we do have Sylar. She was actually from our Christmas Void Shard we got from Plarium in their Christmas gift pack. So that was actually a really good pull we got there. And you can see here I don't really have her. I've actually got her in a pair of curing boots right now just because they were a 5-star speed boot. And I'm just trying to make her as fast as possible, and we're going to be building a lot of accuracy into her as well. So the debate kind of came down between Bulwark and War Maiden and Apothecary because those are three champions I use a lot. Bulwark obviously in our clan boss team. War Maiden is going to be very helpful for us when we start doing dungeon content, and then Apothecary just in general is awesome everywhere. So again, we're trying to start building up champions that are going to help us progress through some of the dungeons like the Dragon and the Spider. So that's kind of why we have Banshee. We got Infernal Baroness. We got Ragnar too as well. He was also a candidate, and Tomb Lord. So I mean, it's just right now, it's when you have a free-to-play account like this, it's kind of a premium when you start getting those 5-star chickens you want to use. We had 3 5-star chickens and then managed to create 2 other 5-star food characters. So that's how we were able to get Sylar up to 6 stars. So But otherwise, the roster's coming along pretty good. We do have Dark Aethel here, who's also halfway decent in the early Spider. But we're just kind of trying to make some chickens and keep on adding to those level 60s. Our goal this year, I mean, a New Year's goal is going to be try to be a bit more focused on building up the top of the roster with some more level 60s. So let's go ahead and head in here. I don't know if I have a clan boss key right now. We got two. We got both of them. I think I may have already done my runs today, but let me take a look here. What did we do? We did one key for 3.8, and it's Spirit. I don't know. We would need to do... Trying to see if it's worth chasing a chest in Nightmare. The problem we have with these is that when it changes affinity, we have Mountain King is Force, so he's going to be weak against this clan boss. I don't think Marked has any gear on her either. So it's kind of tough now because we don't have a lot of magic champions that are fully built up to where we could fight this clan boss. Let me just check real quick and see what... Does she have light? Okay, yeah, see, she doesn't have light. I'm also trying to build Marked up for clan boss as well, and I'm not gearing her until I get like the actual gear that I want, so that's why it's kind of tough to throw her in there. Ragnar has gear, but I don't think he's going to last very long. I guess we could throw Apothecary in there and see what happens. That's probably going to be the only... Actually, I'll leave Mountain King in there. He should still be able to do okay. Where's Apothecary? He doesn't have lifesteal gear, but he can heal a little bit. So we will give him a shot. Now, normally, if this is Void Clan boss, I can do about 6 or 7 million a key on Nightmare, which we moved up to, so because the gear is a lot better. But with it being bad affinity for us, this we'll see what happens. You know, at least Kale and Frozen Banshee should be able to hit pretty hard here. And Apothecary may do a little bit too, if he can survive long enough. That's why you kind of always, at least for me, I try to always hit the clan boss when it's still a void. Just because it's easier to get some of that damage in. But we want to try to do about 4 million here. If I can get 2 runs in with at least 4 million damage, we should be able to get the lowest chest on Nightmare, which is a little bit better than going for even the max chest on the difficulty below. We're going to have a little bit better chance at getting some shards and some better gear in these. So they're actually not doing too bad so far. Almost 2 million damage. Even though he's not in lifesteal, Apothecary really helps out because he speeds up the rest of your team. So the more turns you get, the more damage you can do. And he brings in a little bit of healing, which can help you sustain. But it's like everything else on a free-to-play account. It's going to be difficult to always do well in this type of content because you're still kind of lacking all the level 60s you need to fully, perform. It would be nice if Bulwark was a 60, but like I said, we kind of decided to go with Sylar instead. But it looks like we are going to hit the 4 million mark there, so this run and then another run like that should get us a decent chest here on Nightmare. They're actually doing a lot better than I thought they would. We're at 5 million here. So putting Apothecary in seems to have helped out quite a bit. Alright, Kale gets a little bit more. We almost made it to 6. Not bad. Not bad for this team. And we'll just go ahead and hit replay here and see if they can reproduce that. And see what kind of score we can put up here. But yeah, everything is a work in progress on your free-to-play. You can only devote so many resources to each area of the game, and we've kind of just mainly been focusing on campaign and clan boss so far. A little bit in the arena. We've been ignoring dungeons for a while, so we kind of have to start working on that so we can start improving our gear. Have a little bit better gear to roll with on some champions. It's like another pretty decent run here. But you can see Mountain King doesn't hit quite as hard here because he is going against that negative affinity. Apothecary coming in with that speed boost. Always good. And a little bit of healing he provides as well. It's going to help Bulwark stay alive a little bit longer. I kind of went through the other day and re-geared Kale a little bit. I gave him a bit more crit damage, so he hits a little harder now. So when it's that lifesteal gear, he actually usually heals himself up almost to full on each attack, so it's pretty good. with him there. You see there, he got a nice heal there. All right, we lost 2 there in 1 shot. That's not good, but we should still be okay. Yeah, we should be fine here. As long as, like I said, we needed 2 runs at 4 million apiece, so that'll get us at least the first chest. Kind of want to figure out if you're going to be able to get a chest before you attempt it, because it's not worth it to throw your keys away and not get a chest, because then you're just not going to get any rewards. So it looks like almost 5 million, not bad here. So there we go, 4.9. We will take it. So let's see where we're going to be here. We are 14.6, not too bad. We will take that. And it should give us, actually we're going to jump up into the master chest, so that's pretty awesome. Very cool. Alright, let us jump down here, claim these advanced quest rewards. We're working toward that epic book. We just got that 5-star chicken that helped us get Sylar. And since we do not have an XP boost, we're going to run some dungeons tonight. So let's go in here and I'm going to take a look and see what we've got. We're going to probably run some dragon. And let us see how far we've progressed so far. I think we are actually running stage 13, which is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and put us in here. Our pretty standard team we've been using here. I mean, this is the main 5 we've kind of been using for most of the content in the game. We've got our poisoners. This is an even affinity matchup, but we got some force in there to kind of help us with that as well. So let me go ahead and get this multi-battle started here. I think we've got enough to do just about 20. Just right under 20. We've got it set to sell everything except 5- and 6-star pieces, because that's really all we're looking for at this point. Now that we're into the brutal campaign, we kind of want to focus on getting that better gear. We're not going to edit the queue because we want to keep this team in. So let me go ahead and start this. And I'm not going to make you guys sit here through 19 battles, so we will go ahead and let this team play out, and then we will be back in a little bit to check out the results of what we got. Alright guys, we are back. We are all done with our dragon runs. Now unfortunately I did have to stop the auto battles and I had to back down to stage 11 because one of the problems at this stage of the account, even though we are able to run dragon to get 4 to 6-star gear, the team doesn't always win. It's not a 100% win rate. They lost 2 or 3 in a row and I was like, I don't want to waste the energy, so we're going to drop back to a more affinity friendly stage that we can actually do. So we drop back to, I believe, the Spirit Dragon, and then we put in Apothecary and Ragnar, and that kind of helped things along. So we're still able to get a couple of 5-star pieces. Not sure if any of it's any good. We got some flat stats in here that are kind of but at least we got some accuracy. This is a good weapon, speed and crit rate. Resistance defense is not bad. And then we got a lifesteal shield, which unfortunately did roll a flat HP stat in there, but it can still hit accuracy or defense percent a couple times, so we'll hang on to those. We got a flat attack chest. That's going to be an instant sell when we get into the tavern. I wish you could sell it from here. It's kind of annoying how when you finish your multi-battle they don't allow you to sell any of the gear from it, and we did get a magic brew, so not too bad, I guess. It's always difficult. The unfortunate part of running dragon is it's always difficult to get exactly what you want from that dungeon. I'm going to wait and claim that probably tomorrow after let the energy refill a little bit, let that fill up so we can play a little bit more. We did get the dungeon boss campaign complete, and we also did get 3 artifacts, so we got that advanced quest done. So we can kind of wrap things up here. What is highlighted? Oh, okay, I guess the tag team arena has reset for the week. So let's see, what's the red dot here? It's probably the new avatar. Yeah, the 100,000 gold bar avatar that we will probably never see. Let's go ahead and get our 630 gold bars, and we'll go ahead and buy a direct star shard. One of these days I'll pay attention to 3v3. Even on my main account I'm still down in bronze 1 because I really don't like 3v3. It's just such a chore to do it every day, and it's probably one of the most annoying things in the game right now. So I don't really bother with it too much. So let's go in here and actually see if there's anyone we can work on the gear with. So Infernal Baroness, we actually are trying to build her up a little bit. We do have, we got a nice 6-star HP glove there with accuracy, but that's not really something that helps her out. Kind of just seeing what we we're eventually going to replace these two pieces, so gonna have to go farm up a chest at some point. Let's see where that lifesteal shield is. We'll go ahead and roll that up since that was the best thing we got from Dragon. We don't have a whole lot of silver, so let's just go up to level 8 and see if this doesn't hit the flat stat for once, which I don't have much hope of, but okay, we got defense percent on the first one. That's pretty good. See if we can get that or accuracy. Okay, well, 2 defense hits is not bad, and hopefully the next one will hit accuracy there, but that means we can kind of keep that piece, so that's pretty good. And I should, oh, we forgot to do the level, of course. Let's see who we want to try to level up here. We probably have some food down at the bottom. Actually, we could feed, Death Knight needs to eat and get up to 3-star. We'll go ahead and feed this dude here. A couple of brews should get him to level 10, and then we can make a 2-star chicken out of him at some point. Let's go ahead and do that, and then let's go ahead and upgrade Death Knight to a 3-star. So we can start building up that food chain again after we just fed all of our 5-stars to make Sylar 6. We're going to go ahead and start building up that food supply again. Champion training, we got the substat charm there, so that's pretty good. Let's go back here and finish out our daily quest and see where we are. 2 more weeklies to get another ancient, and then 7 more days until crit. Go ahead and pull these 2 mysteries. It's kind of like Void 2X events, if you're a free-to-play player, are really kind of lackluster. It kind of sucks because you can't really participate, but you see everybody else pulling all this cool stuff. But it's just Void Shards are so difficult to come by, especially in a free-to-play account when you're early on. Later on when you get into Clan Boss, the more difficult stages, you can hope, sometimes if we're lucky we might get a drop from the Nightmare Clan Boss, it just depends, but 28 shards of Drexar so far. I don't know if they're ever going to bring back any of these other ones. Unfortunately, we got pretty close to Burgoth, but we couldn't finish him, so I don't know if they'll ever bring those back, but that is kind of where we're at there. Let's see if we have anything in the Great Hall we can bring up here. We've been working on crit damage for magic and also for force for Mountain King and then for Kale here. Let's see what... we don't have enough gold medals. That's part of the problem with a lot of these. Once you get to a certain point, it becomes very difficult to upgrade. See, we need 200 gold medals here. I'm trying to think who needs. Let's go ahead and see if we can at least do... There we go. We can at least bring these up to 2. And then, okay, cool. So that at least gives us a little bit of an accuracy boost, but we're trying to be a little bit more focused on the Great Hall here. My main account, my Great Hall, is a mess because I didn't know what I was doing at first, so... Here we're trying to focus on kind of the stats that are much harder to get from gear, like the crit damage and the accuracy. And hopefully that'll help us out a little bit more in the long run. So that's kind of how it's going. So anyways, guys, like I said, hopefully you're having a great 2021 so far. We're going to get back here into the free-to-play series a little bit more this week. And also take a look at the Galek free-to-play account that I'm running now as well. I'm about to reach, I think, 2 weeks in that one pretty soon. About to get Jizo as the player reward. So making some very good progress on that account. Much better progress than I've made on any other account I've played on this game so far. So it'd be pretty fun to share some of those insights and have an episode or 2 with that account here and there. So that's going to do it for this episode of the free-to-play series guide. Or not guide, but the free-to-play series journey, I guess. Thanks as always for joining me, guys, and hopefully if you have any questions or anything, leave them down below, and I'll try my best to answer them. As always, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you again next time.